What's going on, guys, and welcome back to DriveHub, and welcome back to my 2001 Corvette. Now, for those of you that may be new to the channel, this is my 2001 Chevy Corvette C5 that I purchased about a month and a half ago. I paid $9,000 for this 106,000 mile example. The car has been nothing but pure pleasure to drive, but as for the condition of the car itself, it does have some quirks and flaws. You gotta remember, it's got 106,000 miles on it, and some of those flaws could be fatal. Quick disclaimer here, this is in no way me complaining about all the little things that are wrong with my Corvette. I did a video over the summer about a Jeep that I bought and every lug nut was seized, so I had to torch the rims in half. People annihilated me in the comments section, and I don't need those kind of attacks anymore. So this isn't me whining or complaining about the little stuff that's wrong with my car. This is just me being transparent and sharing with you guys the little stuff that's wrong with the Corvette that I bought for under $10,000. I haven't dug into any of these issues yet. Some of them could be as simple as changing a bulb, but you guys loved my first video I made with this a few weeks ago when I introduced it to the channel, but the comment section of that video and my DMs are filling up with people who want to know more about the car. So without further ado, I'm going to show you everything that needs to be fixed or that's broken on my 2001 Corvette. Now we start at the front of the Corvette, and if you didn't notice yet, well, it has a fog light out. The good thing about just having a fog light out is it's not really a big deal. I can turn it off so I don't look like an idiot, and it should be a simple fix. Keyword being should. Gives me an excuse to upgrade to LED. And I know a lot of Corvette owners watch these videos, so if you've had this problem and it's been something more than just the bulb, then do me a favor and comment down below and let me know what it could be. And also, if you have a C5 Corvette and you've upgraded your fog lights, comment down below and let me know what you used and how it's worked out so far, because I am in the market for some new ones. The second issue from the front is those running lights. For some reason, one of them looks brighter than the other. I don't know if the bulbs were changed and one bulb is brighter than the other, but I think I'm gonna change those to those clear lenses. It looks a little bit more modern and updates the look of the Corvette. Now, the second thing wrong with the Corvette comes at the back, and this one's kind of stumping me. So the reverse lights, they don't work at all. But I know that when I lock the car, they flash. I'll show you. See, they flash and they're on there, but when I put the car in reverse, they don't come on. So to me, this sounds like it could be some sort of switch. The thing I'm nervous about is someone already commented in one of my videos and said that they don't have reverse lights either, and that they've gone through tons of trouble trying to figure out what it is. So I'm hoping that I luck out and it's something simple. And even though I know it's not the bulbs because they just worked, I'm gonna upgrade those to LED as well. And now for the rest of the things that are wrong with the Corvette, we move into the interior, and this is where things get interesting, if that's what you want to call it. Simply put, the oil pressure gauge reads max oil pressure. The screen in the middle reads 130 psi of oil pressure. Now that's a very, very, very daunting problem at first. If you have too much oil pressure, your engine will blow up, simply put. The only bit of relief comes from the fact that these C5 Corvettes were plagued with an issue with the oil pressure sending unit. A handful of Corvettes that I saw for sale had this oil pressure issue, and it scared me enough, in fact, to run away from those cars as far as I could. Why would you buy a car with an oil pressure issue? But thankfully, when I went to look at this car, the owner knew about the problem, he explained the issue to me, and he even gave me the oil pressure sending unit. And I took the car on a test drive, a very firm, let's call it, test drive, to make sure that the engine wasn't going to blow up in the first place. Because if that engine didn't blow up on that test drive, then I think it's going to be okay. How hard is it to change the oil pressure sending unit in a C5? I've heard there's an easy way, and I've heard there's a hard way. The hard way came from removing the intake and going down, blah, blah, blah. But the easy way comes from drilling a hole right through the cowl. And I am lazy, but I'm probably going to do it the right way. Again, we shall see. The next thing that's wrong with the interior, actually I guess it could be interior and exterior, is the flasher. Now when you turn the car on and you put on your blinker, it flashes very, very fast, just like it would if you had a bulb out. But the bulbs aren't out. When you put the right side directional on, it blinks normal speeds. And sometimes when you go to use the blinker, they don't flash at all, and you get honked at and screamed at like you're some BMW owner that doesn't know how to use a directional. And then I have to turn around and go, so sorry, flasher's broken. People are so cruel. Anyways, but what I've learned is when the blinkers aren't working, you press the hazard button and the blinker comes on. Yeah, kind of odd. So luckily the owner knew about this problem. He researched into it and he bought and supplied me with the flasher that I need. It's somewhere in there. You can hear it clicking. It must be some sort of relay. Hopefully it solves that issue because it's only a little bit annoying. And the last thing that's wrong with my C5 Corvette is the HVAC controls. You turn the car on, blah, 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 blah. Yep, I'm an idiot. I'm driving my Corvette in New Hampshire in the winter time. It's about negative 800 degrees outside. I am gonna need some heat. Unfortunately, there's no way to tell how much heat I'm pumping through the car. On the passenger side temperature knob, there's a white dash and the knob actually stops when it gets to max cold or max hot. On the driver's side, I don't know why, there's no dash and the knob just keeps on spinning. But it's just kind of annoying not being able to see where the air is coming out and such. But I've done my research and I found out what the issue was. I guess it's a problem that plagues many C5 Corvettes. Supposedly you have to remove it and you can solder the connections on the back, something like that. You can send it out to have someone do this service for you, or you can do it yourself. I'm cheap, so I'm gonna try to tackle it myself. And so that's everything that's wrong with my 2001 Chevrolet Corvette C5. For a 2001 Corvette with 106,000 miles for $9,000, that's really not that bad. I've purchased much worse vehicles in my life. Buying this Corvette might actually be one of the smarter automotive purchases that I've made. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this walk around of my Corvette and seeing everything that's wrong with it. If you have any C5 Corvette tips or tricks on how to fix these issues or tasteful upgrades to take their place, then be sure to comment them down below. Stay tuned for more content with this C5 Corvette. I have lots and lots of cool stuff planned with it, but I'll see you in the next video. Happy motoring.